It's red as here.
It's not.
Right.
It's windy.
It's quite nice though. It's nice for October, nearly November.
Nearly November. Clocks go back tomorrow night, don't they? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Saturday tomorrow. It's Friday today. So we're doing our first ever, what do you call it? Is it wild camp?
We're not in a field, not plugged in. This is on the side of the road, nothing.
We're at Castleton, we're at Mamtor, the bottom of Mamtor, it's just over to the right of us. We never tried it before, so we thought we'd give it a go, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. No, nothing. So we are wild camping.
Visually for the first time.
Although I am on a ramp, because it was like that.
Yeah, there's a few people here that we know, so we thought let's just take the opportunity just to come out and just see what it's all about, and we've got to do it at some point because camping on a site is just, it's not going to be a luxury we're going to be able to afford all the time, so let's do it while we're in the company of some friends that are all experienced enough to do it, isn't it?
That's it. Right, we need to crack on, we need to log back on.
Yeah.
Lunchtime.
We got here early this morning, so we've not done a night yet. We've just thought we'd just nip out and quickly
share this beautiful sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's see what the rest of the day brings.
Extra security.
So things didn't quite go to plan this weekend. We were going to go for a walk up Mamtor, but no, it didn't happen. I did record what happened, but I didn't quite put the microphone cable in properly. So I've got video, but no audio. Darren woke up at 4:30. And it was really cold. He went to go and switch on the heating and the battery just cut out, stopped working, it's gone. We rang round a few places to see if we could get a battery. Luckily at Brownhills they had a battery that was exact like for like swap out. So from the AGM that we've got, which was 5 years old, drove straight to Newark to Brownhills, bought the new battery. Maybe it's an omen saying you don't need to wild camp. Christ knows what we're going to do though instead, because we're not going to be able to afford prices of sites constantly. I think even if you work out at £20 a night, that's still a good £600 a month. It was a good place to go park up. It was nice because there was lots of people that we knew there, so we felt quite comfortable. The whole night it was silent. I can't remember anything. We went out for a couple of drinks with Gap Adventures and then went back, sat round in the evening with a few others and then went to bed. But it was all quite uneventful, really. I think it went all right. It wasn't too bad. But I do definitely think for us, it would be a park up that's not on the side of a road. So now I'll let you catch right back up to where I remembered that the audio cable wasn't plugged in.
So that's solar controller, but it's in the way. I can't lift battery up, so I just had to undo it a minute. So that's both clips off. Okay, now. Jesus wept. The better way to table up my bumper, eh? Absolutely spot on, perfect. I don't know how you manage, John. I'm not built for confined spaces. I've got a disability. Right, your new battery is 12.7. Probably needs to get a good charge on it now.
We were going to toy about going back to the peaks, weren't we?
I need to see if this thing's still all right.
Yeah.
We know the battery's poorly because how it's been acting, but it did come up in the habitation check when they checked all the devices, and he said your battery's about done. We'll stop tonight, make sure everything's all right, and then we can take it from here tomorrow. So we just got to put up with the noise for the A1 for the next 24 hours.
It's got to be said, this overnight free parking is probably a lot better than free parking in the peaks. You know when you just have one of those days? Today is one of those days. So we've ended up with the battery. The toilet cassette has been leaking. Bought a new toilet cassette. Job's a good one. And then when Darren was changing the battery, he then changed the gas. And all of a sudden the gas on the cooker, when I went to put the kettle on, it was a proper gushing out. So we've had an engineer over, and what's happened?
Diaphragm's gone in regulator.
So we've had to buy a new regulator as well, and now Darren's got to fit a regulator. He's in one of those days for fixing apparently, but we don't need nothing else to go wrong. But it's not a drama. This is part of the stuff that happens when you own a motorhome, isn't it? Stuff goes wrong. Mr. Fix-It's going to fix it.
Mr. Fix-It's going to look at it. We need to replace this with this. It's a bit different, doesn't it? I'm not sure this is going to work, because all the ones I saw was fitted quite high up, and when I look at the book, the Mono CS must be installed in such a way that the high pressure hose connection is in the highest possible location, which must be at least higher than the cylinder valve level. But the problem with that is, this is my in pipe, here's my regulator. If I was going to fit like for like, it's going to be there.
So that's not going to work then?
No, we're going to need a plan B. Right, let's get on to eBay. But that's not a recommendation. We're just on our way back to Willowfields from Newark. We're trying to figure out what we can cook for Sunday dinner now without using a gas oven, a gas hob. So
we've got no way to cook anything.
Well, we've got a grill plate, and I've got a barbecue with a barbecue stone if needs be.
Can't do roast potatoes on a barbecue.
You might be able to.
Yeah.
You might be able. You can do jackets.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be fun. So yeah, catch us up in a bit when we've been to the shopping, and let's see what we end up with.
It's going to be the weirdest shop ever this week.
Yeah, could be pot noodles.
Oh yeah, we can do pot noodles.
I like pot noodles.
We got to Tesco's. I was an absolute aginaire because I just couldn't find out what to cook. So Darren got pot noodle. Nice. Like I say, it wasn't a drama and it wasn't a crisis. Things happen, and that's the eventuality of being in the motorhome full time. You can't afford to put stuff off. If it had happened and we weren't living in it, we would have had time to sort things out. But when you're in it full time, you've got to get the stuff sorted out pretty quickly. So when the gas regulator's all fitted and working, we're expecting that to come this week. Darren can go back to having some proper dinners. Talking of which, actually, I want to get away from using the steamer in the motorhome, because it it's ridiculous the amount of steam and condensation that it causes. I don't want to put extra heat into the van or steam, so I'm thinking maybe an Instant Pot or a Ninja Foodie, or what's the other one, Ramoska. Let me know your thoughts, drop it in the comments, because I've never had one and I don't know which way to go, and I know there's some big price differences out there between all these different things, but I just want the right one. So if you've got any experience of it, please drop them in the comment and let me know which one I should be going for doing this full time. Not sure what we're doing now. We've got a couple of weeks before we catch the Eurotunnel on the 6th of December. Apart from that, all's good in van life. See you in the next one.